This tutorial is going to show how to make the label for the pencil, and I'm going to use GIMP for this one. The tutorial that this goes along with is how to make a pencil in Blender 3D, and it just kind of shows how to make a simple model of a pencil and how to texture and make the materials for the pencil. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is just do File and make a new document. For Blender, it's best to use everything divisible by 4. So you want to use like 128, 256, 512, etc. And you also want to use a PNG image. So for this one, I want it to be 512 wide and 256 tall. And so the first thing we need to do is just add a circle, because there's going to be like a 2 with a circle around it, and then I'm just going to make it say Made in USA. So I'm going to do the ellipse select tool, and I'm just going to kind of guess that looks like a pretty good circle. Okay, so I'm going to right click, go to edit, and then select stroke selection. So for the stroke selection, I'm just going to use the paint tool. So just check stroke with paint tool. That just allows it to look like you used a certain tool to draw the circle. But I'm going to use paint tool. So stroke, okay, there's a circle. The next thing we need is the number 2. So I'm just going to click on this A, which is the text tool. Also, you could use the hotkey T. First, let's see, select all. Okay, so A, I'm just going to click right here and type the number 2. So to change the size of the 2, you just want to not do that. Left click and highlight the 2 until it turns yellow. And then right here, just keep on, let's drag this up. That's too big. Let's go to about 100. You know, I'm just going to type in 100. And that makes our 2 bigger. Sometimes you got to play with this outside box as well. I'm not really a pro at GIMP. I just kind of guess. Okay. And then I'm going to use this move tool, which you could just hit M to move the 2 up to here. It could still be bigger. Let's go back to the text tool. Make the 2 yellow. Let's go 150, see what that looks like. Okay, that looks okay. Let's go to the move tool. When you're using the move tool, make sure, I don't know if you can see, but below the arrow there's that little finger pointy thing. Make sure that isn't showing, because that makes it move the background. I don't know why, but it's really annoying. So just make sure that that finger is not showing, and then you can move the 2. Let's make the 2 even bigger. Let's go 175. Okay. That looks better. I'm going to move this 2 just a little off center, and then, see, I grabbed the background again. Okay, so move this 2 over. Now I'm going to just add in the NO period for number 2 pencil. Let's try 100 for that. That's too big. Let's try 75. That looks okay. All right. Again with the move tool. Can I move this 2 over a little bit? Let's see. I'm going to make the NO a little bit smaller. Let's go down to 58. See, I keep moving the background. It's really annoying. I wish you could lock layers in GIMP, but you can't. Or maybe you can, and I don't know how. Okay, so I'm going to move this 2. Over here in the bottom left, I'm just going to move to the 2 layer. Move this 2 over here. Alright, we just need one more text, and I'm just going to write Made in USA. You can write like Brazil rocks if you want to, or whatever, but I'm going to use Made in USA because I am in the USA. Alright, Let's see, highlight this. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Let's try 25. Let's try 40's too big. Let's try 30. Okay, that looks good. Again, with the move tool, I'm going to move this over. I'm going to move this over to about there. So you see the A is getting kind of cut off. So here's a little thing I can do. Let's see, I move the background. So here's a little trick you can do to move a bunch of layers at the same time. Down here in the bottom left, just click Layer. And then so my layer that says Made in USA, I'm going to click right here and it's going to give it this little chain. The text is no. Give that a chain. Click that a chain. And then when I select one, they all kind of move together. So I can move this over a little bit. And now you can see the little period. I put the... let's see, I guess I need to move this background over a little. I put the circle in the background. I shouldn't have did that. Let's add one more layer. And where is it? And let's just make its background white. And that'll just fill in the rest of it. I gotta put this one above it. Okay, so let's see, select all, and then that looks okay. It looks kind of cheesy, but it's just kind of for the tutorial. So the next thing we just need to do is make this a PNG. So first I'm just going to save this as a G.I.M.P file. So pencil label. I'm just going to save that in my documents. Okay, and then now I'm just going to hit File, Export, and it's just going to be called Pencil Label. And I'm going to put this in my Blender textures. Down here, I'm just going to, if you open this little triangle right here, you can pick the file type, and you can scroll through all these different files. The one that I like to use for Blender is PNG. So I select the PNG, and just hit export. Interlacing, I don't know what that means. Save background color, we want to be white. This other stuff, I guess, just leave like that. Okay, so that exported the PNG. And let's just go in the Finder and double check to see that we got it. So there's one of them. You can see I made a couple, but all right, so there it is. Now we're just going to pull this into the Blender tutorial and put this on the pencil using the UV unwrap.